If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. In addition to that, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms. Why not check it out today? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Sorry, 1 second. I did get a call, so I do apologize for the interruption. But I shared this to say to you today that if you say that you're walking by faith and you're trusting what the Most High has, you must keep walking through that thing giving thanks. Don't allow the enemy to distract you by what you see, because that's all he can do is show you something and make you believe that it's real. But if the Most High already told you that it is what it is because he is I am that I am, then you must give thanks regardless. So, it's Time Management Tuesday. We always talk about time on Tuesdays over here with Winning with MsLalexis. I'm excited right now. I can't even talk because this thing is on fire, because we really sometimes get discouraged by what we see, and that's only the distraction. So give thanks. So what? The doctor gave you a report. So what? Your bills are past due. So what? Your child is out of control. So what? You might lose your job. But the Most High gave you a promise and you believe that promise. So are you going to put your faith in what you see, or are you going to give thanks because you believe what the Father showed you? Okay? That thing was deep for me. I was so blessed when I heard that, because as I share with you, I'm made out of people, and sometimes you be like, okay, Father, this faith of a mustard seed, my faith might stay this size. But that's what the enemy wants you to do. And as we follow Yahuwah, those in the United States or those in other countries, wherever you're listening from, you may call him Jesus, but I call him Yahuwah. And for me, when he said follow Yahuwah, I was like, okay, this thing is starting to make a little bit more sense, because when the enemy tested him, when he was fasting, not tested him, but what is it called? When he tried to tempt him, to distract him from the fasting as if he didn't know who he was, he did that by trying to show him things. So don't always get caught up in what it looks like. And I'm going to laugh as I say that, because my mother, Lady V, she always say that it ain't what it look like. But it's real. It's not what it looks like. And you can't be distracted by what it looks like, because if you allow the distraction to stop you from giving thanks to the Most High with where he has you in this season in your life, then you've already given away your power. Don't do that. It's time to stop wasting time complaining. If this is for you, let me know. Send me a message. Send me a comment. This will be on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Because this word right here is power. And we must win together, because this needs to be shared to somebody else. And if you disagree, let me know, because we winning together. But I inspire you today to give thanks. No more complaining. I know it's hard. We are all going through times that a lot of us haven't seen. But while some of us are breaking during these hard times, some of us are winning because we decided not to be distracted by what the enemy is trying to show us. So, be inspired today, and I thank you for listening. If you're on Wisdom and you want to jump in, or you feel this is for you, or if you feel like, this is not for me, what are you talking about? Join the conversation. I love for us to communicate together. Why? Because that's how we win. And I won't be on here much longer, but I extend that invitation so you can feel free to join in so we can talk about this thing, because it's real. And try not to spend so much time talking to those that are not bringing any light in your life. try to help. Of course, you can't cut everybody off, but if people always bringing you negative energy and you already fighting for your joy, you got to learn to say, all right, today I'm giving thanks. I don't have time for that because I'm fighting through this thing, and be okay with doing that. If that was for you, hey, I'm glad that you got it, because time is everything. Everything is in time, and we have to not waste time. That's why I love to get on time management on Tuesdays, because, Mondays, we motivate each other. We talk about, getting through the week. But if you're spending your time like you spent it the last couple of days, then you're not going to probably see any change, because what you do, habits, that is how you develop. Habits, that is how you become who you were called to be. And that's why the process sometimes takes so long. Sometimes when the Ruach gives me things to share, I be like, man, why do I have to share that? Because people don't want to be beat up, but sometimes we have to hear the words that nobody else can tell us, which is why I like podcasting, because podcasting, so many people talk to me and I'm like, ooh, if they would have told me that to my face, I'd be like, yeah, right, get back. But it's necessary, because if you want to grow, it's not going to always be comfortable. But back to Time Management Tuesday, far as spending time giving thanks. If you have spent the majority of this day complaining, whenever you listen to this, you may not hear it on a Tuesday, but I inspire you. If you see yourself, oh man, woe is me, I don't like this, I hate this. Okay, well, give thanks with what you do have, because you're not where you were before. Especially if you up in some age. You done been through some things to where complaining should not still be in your routine. Like, seriously. We can laugh at it. I talk to myself. I'm made out of people. And some days when I find myself complaining, I'm like, I stay there. But when the Most High said, give thanks. What's wrong with you? Read your word. So I inspire you. Today's Time Management Tuesday did come from Psalms 105. And it just speaks about how we can give thanks to our Creator, because He's that good. I can't deny His power in my life, because He took that faith of a mustard seed in my life and He allowed it to grow because I believed Him. But it doesn't stop there, because a plant or a vision, nothing stops growing. I mean, nothing stops. How can I word this? Because the way that I just saw it, I'm a person of vision. Like, I see things in illustration. And as I said that, I saw the seed in the ground. And yeah, that seed can be put in the ground. But if there is no watering of that seed, there will be no growth. If there is no sunlight, if there is no dirt around it, if there is no moisture, if it's not in the right atmosphere, there will be no growth. So I say that to you, that it's different stages as you go through reaching where you're trying to go. And you can't get stuck because the watering season ain't right now. You might have enjoyed the watering, but sometimes you're going to need the sunlight, which may be a little hot. So I inspire you, give thanks through everything that you're going through, because the process is growing you. Yes, that thing right there, I'm going to have to replay, because that was for me if it was for no one else. But I inspire you again today to continue to fight, give thanks, read your word. And, you don't get the minute that we just spent back. So stop wasting time. Don't waste any more time. Smile at someone today. I pray this be the best day that you have. And while you're out or doing whatever you do, pray for someone you don't know. That prayer may change their life. And I thank you for listening. And, until next time, or when you do listen to this on the repeat, of course, leave me a comment, like, subscribe, wherever you're listening from. And please be sure, if you are a person of faith, visit seedsjewelrystore.com. Seeds Jewelry Store is an inspirational jewelry store that will inspire you to get back in your word, or to have that faith of a mustard seed, or to give to someone else that you know needs the word or that's going through something. So I ask that you visit there, and also visit the YouTube page. But I thank you guys for listening, and I pray that this blesses your life today, because it changed mine. I had to get corrected. And the Most High said, you got to share this one. I was like, man, then they going to know that I needed to be told. But hey, we each other's keeper, you know. And we went in together. That's why I say, no, I'm going to be transparent, because that we can't keep complaining. Complaining gets you nowhere. Complaining is going to keep you stuck. If you trying to grow, you trying to win, start changing your speech. Start changing what you put in your mind. I'm about to keep going. I got to get off of here. I definitely have a few other things to do, but I thank you for listening. Make this the best day of your life, and good day.